Welcome to another lesson with the language tutor. Today we will focus on some grammar tips relating to the topic of family. Les adjectifs de description. Bienveillant, possessif, rancunier, épanoui, distant. Oppressant, compréhensif, chaleureux, protecteur, exigeant. Agile, stable, chaleureux, toxique, fusionnel. Équilibré, influençable, accueillant, réticent, gentil. The present tense in French is used to describe actions that are happening now, such as saying I am speaking with you. Habitual actions in the present, they travel every summer. And timeless or general truths. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius or the sun shines. Arriver en retard à l'aéroport. Nous arrivons en retard à l'aéroport chaque fois qu'il y a des embouteillages. Passer la douane. Elle passe la douane sans problème grâce à ses documents en règle. Se plaindre d'un vol retardé. Ils se plaignent d'un vol retardé qui gâche leurs vacances. Stressé à cause des enfants. Je suis stressé à cause des enfants qui courent partout. Faire une escale. Nous faisons une escale à Paris avant de continuer notre voyage vers la Grenade. Rater la correspondance. Il rate souvent la correspondance à cause des retards. The imperfect tense. The imperfect tense in French is used to describe actions that are habitual in the past. When I was a child, I used to play football every day. Descriptions used to set the scene, describe people, places, or situations. The house was big and had a beautiful garden. Simultaneous actions. While she was reading, I was doing my homework. Interrupted actions are actions that were ongoing before another action occurred. We were watching a movie when the phone rang. Time and age, expressing time and age in the past. I was 10 years old when I learned to swim. Faire ses valises. Elle faisait toujours ses valises à la dernière minute. Oublier les passeports. Nous oublions souvent nos passeports quand nous voyagions en famille. Perdre un bagage. Quand je voyageais souvent, je perdais toujours un bagage. The simple future tense. This future tense is used to talk about actions or events that will happen. I will travel in July. Plans and intentions. We will visit Grenada next year. Predictions. It will be sunny tomorrow. How do you form the future simple? For regular verbs, you keep the entire verb. So for the IR verbs, you keep the entire verb. And that becomes the new stem. Well, the stem is what the endings are added onto. For RE verbs, however, you drop the final E. So the example vendre ends in RE. You don't keep the E, you drop it. As always, irregular verbs have unique stems, such as aller becoming ir, avoir becoming or, être becoming ser, etc. Remember, the stem is what the endings are going to be added to. So then we're going to add the future endings to the stems. And these endings are AI, ASA, ONS, EZ, ONT. The future tense is often used after words like quand, lorsque, or dès que. So let's look at the examples. We have the verb parler. It's a regular verb, so the stem will be the infinitive or the full form of the verb. Then we're going to add the endings according to the subject. So we know AI goes with je, AS goes with tu, il, elle, on goes with a. For nous, I change the verb to avoir, which is irregular, and therefore the stem is AUR. So the stem is kept, and we add the future endings to it. For nous, the ending is ONS, so it's auront. For vous, the ending is EZ, aurait. And il, elle, we have ONT, which makes that verb auront in the future simple. Organiser un voyage familial. Nous organiserons un voyage familial l'année prochaine. Passer du temps ensemble. Ils passeront du temps ensemble pendant les vacances. Prendre des photos de famille. Elle prendra des photos de famille à la plage. The passé composé is used to describe completed actions, things that happened and are finished. I ate. Specific events, actions or events at a particular moment in the past. We went to Sauterres yesterday. The passé composé is made up of two parts. The auxiliary verb, which is either avoir or être in the present tense, and the past participle of the main verb. Verbs use avoir as the helping verb, that is ai, as, etc. A smaller group of verbs, mainly verbs of movement and reflexive verb, use être as the helping verb. Suis, est, some, etc. So you may already know that these are the Dr. and Mrs. Van der Tram verbs and the reflexive verbs which use être as the helping verb. Then we have past participles. For regular verbs, the main verb ends in either er, ir, and re. So er ending verbs become a, ir ending verbs become e, and re ending verbs become u. And that's for regular verbs. So if your main verb is manger, the past participle of manger would be manger with the accented e, or the acute accents on the last e. If the main verb is finir, it would become fini. And if the verb is vendre, it would become vendu. Now, if the verb is a Dr. Mrs. Van der Tram verb or a reflexive verb and it therefore uses h as the auxiliary, then the past participle will be adjusted for gender and number. So if the subject is feminine, you would add an extra e. And if the subject is plural, you would add an extra s. Irregular verbs have their own unique forms that you have to learn by heart, such as faire becoming fait and prendre becoming pris. And that would be covered in a video by itself.
Partir en vacances. Nous sommes partis en vacances au Sénégal l'année dernière. Faire une réservation. Elle a fait une réservation pour toute la famille au restaurant hier soir. Loger chez des proches. Nous avons logé chez des proches pendant 2 semaines. Conditional mood. This mood is used to express hypothetical situations, possibilities, or things that would happen under certain conditions. I would book a room if we traveled together.
Here are some more ways you can use the conditional mood. To express wishes or desires. I would like to go on vacation. To discuss hypothetical actions. He would rent a car if necessary. To be polite or indirect. Could you help me, please? How do you form the conditional mood? First, you start with the stem of the future tense of the verb. So if the verb is réservé, you know that you need the full form of that verb if it's regular. So we have réservé. And if it's irregular, you have, for example, aller, you take the future stem, which is ir. Then you add the endings of the imperfect tense. AIS, AIS, AIT, IONS, IEZ, AIENT. And you glue those two together. So you will have je réserverai, nous louerions, and vous iriez.
Partager une chambre. Nous partagerions une chambre si l'hôtel était complet. Louer une voiture pour la famille. Il louerait une voiture pour la famille si les transports en commun étaient insuffisants. Réserver une chambre familiale. Je réserverai une chambre familiale si nous voyagions ensemble.